All right, SPY we see continues breaking above these highs. Again, if you're trying to go long here on the breakout, they're going to just pull it back a little bit to squeeze you out. And end of the holidays coming around, it just probably wasn't a really smart trade to take if you were just trading the index alone. Again, if you got the break above this high and the rip above, again, it's above the 50, so we still have strength. So again, I wouldn't be shorting at all. I need some more price confirmation if I was ever looking to get bearish. Again, I can't fight the trend right now. 50% of the break of this range, however, is something that would be considered to say, okay, you know, maybe we could consider going short. But right here, right now, absolutely not. Absolutely not, unless you just don't like your money. And you know, you could send it to me. I'll go to Vegas and have fun with it. QQQ continues to go higher. Again, we wanted to you see the volume. Again, the volume is what it is. Again, today's half session. Expect the volume to be dying down. But if you look at the weekly, you can see that you know, things don't look that bad. Again, you just need some continuation. Let me get this crap out. You need this, you know, some continuation going on right now, breaking above these highs to continue. But again, we knew that this volume was going to be anemic because of what was happening. But this low is definitely still in play. If we kind of break it down and say, okay, what we got going on here, we still had it touch 38% fib and continue to the upside. I'm just not fighting the trend. I mean, again, even if I wanted to, I would have to see it break this low and this low before I would say, okay, now we have something to be aware of. If they break just this one, that's fine with me. IWM, again, on the weekly time frame, you see sideways and continuing higher. On the daily time frame, excuse me, on the daily time frame, you can see again, I wouldn't be short. And again, if you're looking to get a retracement back and maybe a test of these previous highs for continue high, that's what I'd be looking for a high probability trade to do, not to go short at all unless you're intraday and just scalping. Diamond as well is continuing higher. Again, we knew that this volume was going to be very bad, and this is what they would call the Santa rally, and it happened. Again, it's more about what's going on with the price action versus the time of year for me. I'm looking at it to say, okay, it got to 38% fib, and it gave me a higher low, and I'll take it. You know, that's pretty much the bottom line. Apple pretty quiet today. Again, since this gap up, it's been really quiet. But again, it's not something too short at all. But it's just something to be aware of. That, you know, it's been really quiet. Continuing up, you got Walmart. Again, gave a little bit back, but again, I wouldn't be shorting this. You have Intel. Intel just kind of quiet. You got another down name, Big Blue. Again, this is looking more, it could be looking bearish. I want to see if it can break above this congestion that we have right here, because this could definitely be some type of resistance right here. So we just really want to see if that happens. You have GoPro. It looks like it looks like it might be setting up for another short. Quite honestly, I mean, if we take the fib from here and kind of look and see what we got going. Oops, excuse me. Take the fib from here, see what we got going on here. You can see it's starting to test these fibs that we like to take a look at. And it's definitely in a bearish position. So I would not be looking to go long this name right now. Even though, again, we have to see, because it's a short and week, so you got to be really cautious with what's going on right here. You have another name. We have Tesla. Tesla. Still in the weaker position, being that it just, you know, keeping it simple. Oops. Yep, keeping it simple. We just have, damn it, we just have this 50% has not been breached. It's actually coming close to it right now. So if it gets to it, breaks down. If it breaks down below these lows, it looks like it could continue to the downside. You got Baba as well. Not really giving much. It's still holding this level, so it's still holding this 50%, and until it breaks that, that's when you could really say, I mean, if you're scalping for a couple days, let's say here or here, that's fine, but until it breaks this level, that's what I would be saying, okay, now we might have a short coming on. Netflix. Netflix is trying to continue higher. Again, I would kind of wait, and you could definitely see it's in a bearish position, and I would not be trying to pick a bottom at all. If I was looking to go short, there's just better names short in my personal opinion. So I would keep looking at that stuff. Google. Google is continuing down. You can see that it's just barely touching 38.50. This might be, if this breaks down below here, this might be a good short setting up. It's already in kind of overbought territory, so this looks like a good short setup that might be playing out. So I would definitely be looking at this one to really. It might be in a position that it could be shortable. I mean, it's definitely, it has to break below this 50% area right here. And 50% of this line of this last swing brings you to like 530, 533, 536 around here. So it's a little bit above it, but it's still in a weaker position. So let's see what happens. But the volume, again, it's hard to look at volume, especially with the holidays coming up. So with that being said, this is my last name. I'm going to probably take a couple of days off, spend with the family, and I just wishing you and yours a happy holiday, happy new year. Take this time to reflect on your trading. Be honest with yourself on certain things that you need to do and try to work on them. We're all works in progress to try to, it could be something simple like I have a problem holding my runners. So figure out what it is that you find more difficult and adjust accordingly. You might say I have a problem because it's hard for me to enter a trade even though I see all my things going on. Maybe you need to take off a couple of indicators and make your chart a little bit more simple so you never have so many things that will, let's say 8 things look good but 2 don't, you won't take the trade. All 10, this isn't a game of perfection. So with that being said, have a happy holidays and take care.